Riders fans, this is one of my favorite segments that I've been doing, is the creative lines. I love looking at what riders are doing and what seems to be kind of impossible and then just sheer brilliant at times. And that's exactly what we're going to go in depth with, some of the creative style points that happened at Anaheim Mayhem 1. We're going to rename it Mayhem Uno.
What chances does a privateer have?
Welcome to Supercross.
What do you say to a factory ride?
To kick us off is actually Kenny Roxon. Nope, it's not going to be Ken Roxon. It's actually going to be the rider behind him. I almost want to call him the General Cooper Webb. Watch what he does is he rolls this section. This is right before the start-finish line, and most of the riders were going double, triple, but they had more momentum going into that last kind of flat corner, so they were getting pushed wide. And what Cooper did was he was using his head, because he always has to use his head because he's not always the fastest rider on the track at times, but arguably he could be the smartest effing dude there almost all of the time. But he decides to roll and go double-double, which enables him to slow down faster and stick to the inside. And we can see his teammate Marv caught up on it as well. But this also enabled him to do this and almost pass Kenny. Up next, we have Jason Anderson. I kind of want to nickname him Sweatpants because, you know, you just... Do you ever have that moment when you just want to feel comfortable, and so you put on a nice pair of sweatpants and just let it all hang out? Because this dude can let it hang out and still bust quads and just make it look comfortable. He looks good on that Kawasaki. Well, this is that same corner, and what he does is he keeps his feet on the pegs, and it just looks so smooth when he does it. Just nice and easy, just sits down, doesn't even stick his foot out, just sets up, gets the bike straight up so that he could seat bounce and not have it rebound on him weird. Just job very well done. Anderson always impresses me pretty much every time I see him ride a damn dirt bike. Keeping with the consensus of this particular area of the track, yes, shoot me. I like the last part of the track before the finish line. I've got more of it to come, and it ends with a bang. However, we've got Eli Tomac, who's like fine wine. Just as he gets older, it gets better. What does he do? Well, he just pivots, sits down, doesn't even stick his foot out, looks lazy, but goes effing super, super fast. We'll watch that again. We'll put it in slow motion. Just sits down, doesn't need to take his foot off the peg. He's got good form. Obviously, he's got the #1 plate. That bike looks sexy as hell. He's got his toes on the foot peg so that it's not going to be dabbed in case he hits one of these ruts, and just pivots that motorcycle, turns it with the ass end, and accelerates. Nice weight side, the outside peg, missing one of the ruts here, and just goes on to be the champ. He's going to be hard to beat this year. Moving on to the very next corner, we've got Cameron McAdoo, which in the 250 main event was quadding the whoop section. He just was jumping in, touching once, and he was out. It looked very fluid and smooth. Here it is in real time. And he's out of there. What is interesting and what makes it so creative is watch how he stands the bike straight up, and he launches off the first whoop, gets that front wheel to boner air, to wheel tap, to then just grabbing a handful of throttle to accelerate, jump off of the second whoop, to then go boom, boom, land on the fourth one, and then jump the next 4. And he is gone. And I'm going to leave you guys with something interesting. In the 250 class, you can see that most of the riders are holding the clutch with just one finger. We've got Jet here with his pointer finger. You've got Kitchen here with his middle finger. And then if you go on to the 450 guys, you've got Kickstart Kenny with 2 fingers. And we got Marvin with 2 fingers. Josh Hill has got one finger is that middle finger. You got Cooper Webbs, he's got 2 fingers. You've got Chase Sexton, he's got 2 fingers. Malcolm Stewart, he's got 2 fingers. And the majority of these guys are going to switch to 1 finger as they continue to ride, but just for the start, they switch it up, where some of the 250 guys aren't even switching it up from the get-go. Interesting, right? And even Jet Lawrence said that he had some mishaps with the start with the ECU. Again,
just from the gate drop, we end up having a little malfunction with the start map on the heat race. I end up revving too much and deactivating it, so that's
in those factory ECUs, a privateer bike is never going to compete. But I'm not here to be a Debbie Downer. And we'll leave it with, hey, for the channel members this year, I've got Nick Designs and Decals. We are giving away a full set of graphics for channel members and Patreon members. You know, if you're a Patreon member, you're going to be in the raffle 4 times as much as the channel members. Again, it's just because, you know, they're spending a little bit more money. And make sure that you stay tuned for the Thursday live shows. That's when I give stuff away. And then Friday, we've got another shit show that we're going to have a special guest on board. And who knows, I might even consider doing some of the post-race analysis live as well, just to be more entertaining and commentate. As always, thank you for watching. I do appreciate the bump in subscribers. You guys are choosing to hit subscribe rather than just exit the Johnny Hopper video and not be part of the community, because we are growing, we are innovating, we are helping build a stronger motorcycle audience. Without further digression, appreciate every single one of you. Till next time, keep it WFO. Barrel!